Just sitting up nice and tall. Just gently closing your eyes. Giving all parts of yourself time to arrive safely on your mat this morning. Just taking time to check in with your experience right now. How are you feeling physically? What sensations, feelings are calling to you in the physical body? Is anything else showing up emotionally, mentally, energetically? And resting your awareness on your breath. Just noticing the rise and fall of each breath. As you inhale, how the body opens and expands to invite the breath in. And how, as you exhale, everything softens. And as you're watching the ebb and the flow of your breath, just notice its quality. Does it move through the body easily this morning? As you inhale, feel as if you're inhaling this present moment. And as you exhale, you're creating a little bit of space between your morning so far and the practice. Inhaling this present moment, exhale, creating space. Letting go of any plans for later on. Letting go of any held fear, worry, frustration. We'll just continue to observe your breath for the next couple of rounds of breath. And then taking a moment to set your intention for the practice this morning. Where would you like to direct the good energy of today's practice? And then we open our eyes, rest our hands down by your side to open up the shoulders. Inhale, reach your arms up and overhead. We'll take your hands in prayer and then exhale them to heart center. Wait for your natural inhale, reach your arms up in prayer. Wait for your natural exhale and lower the arms down by your side. It's as if your breath is moving your arms. Inhale, reach the arms up and overhead. Join the hands, wait for the exhale, draw them down to the heart. Wait for your inhale, the movement follows, reach your arms up. Wait for the exhale, float the arms down. 2 more like this. Inhale, reaching up. Hands together, exhale to heart center. Inhale, reaching up. You can look up, begin to open up the neck. Exhale, float the arms down. Last time. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, bring them down by your side. Just coming into a gentle side bend. We'll walk our right hand a little bit out to the right hand side. Reach your left arm over your ear. Lengthen through the left side of the body. Either look up into your left elbow, if that feels okay, or look down towards your right wrist. Maybe you can bend your right elbow, sink a little deeper. And then inhale, reach your left arm up. Exhale, lower it back down by your side. Take both shoulders up to your ears. Inhale. And exhale, release. Walk your left hand out. Excuse me. Inhale, reach your left arm up and overhead. And either look into, or right arm even, sorry. Look into your right elbow or look down towards your left wrist, whatever is more comfortable for your neck here. You can even take a little bend into that left arm to go a little deeper, right side of the body. Inhale, reach your right arm up and exhale, float the arm down. So we're going to make our way into our tabletop. Grab hold of your blocks. And we'll place them on the floor. So think of hands and knees. So you're going to place your hands on your blocks rather than be on the floor. Knees are directly underneath your hips. I'm going to be really slow on body parts this morning. I can already tell. So spreading your fingers as you exhale, draw your belly inch into chest, create space in the back of your body. And as you inhale, we lengthen the front of the spine, lifting your chest and tailbone. You can do a little bit of movement here if it feels right for your body, even moving your hips and shoulders too. So as you exhale, draw the chin into the chest, create space in the back. You might want to shift the hips a little bit to the right, left. Just begin to inhabit more of the body. And then wait for the inhale, lengthen the front of the spine, lift the chest and tailbone. Two more like this. Exhale, round. So you're creating all that space between each vertebrae. And again, if it feels nice for the body, rock the hips a little to the right, to the left. And then wait for the inhale, lift chest and tailbone. Last time, exhale, round. See if you can create a little bit more space here. Draw the abdomen in, lift the pelvic floor. Shift the hips a little right to left. And now sink the hips back onto your heels. So you might like to walk your hands a little further forward. Keep them on the blocks though. Now, if it feels uncomfortable to have the knees directly underneath you, separate them a little bit, soften the belly. Just feel the length in the arms, underneath the shoulders, creating space from the wrists all the way down to the hips here. You can either keep your ears in line with the upper arms or sink the head towards the floor. Just take a few deep breaths in and out here. And begin to draw your belly in. And begin to round into the upper back. So it's a nice strong opening in the back of the body here. And then as you move forward, we shift the hips down and open the heart. You might like to move a little from side to side, rock the hips, maybe look out over your shoulders as we warm up. And then we're going to move back the same way, draw the abdomen in, press back, hips onto heels. Moving through this 3 more times with your breath. Inhale, draw the abdomen in. Exhale, sink the hips, shoulders away from the ears. Move into it as far as feel comfortable for your body this morning. Shift a little side to side if that feels good. And then round the spine, press back, hips towards the heels. 2 more like this. Inhale, creating a wave in the body as you sink the hips, open the heart. Exhale, round, press back. 1 more like this. Inhale, ripple forward, sink the hips, open the heart. Exhale, press back. Now we're just going to press your blocks towards the front of the mat. We're going to be using them again later, towards the front. Coming back into your child. We'll make our way onto hands and knees. Tuck your toes under. Great time to take your socks off if they're slippy. And send the sit bones nice and high for Ardha Muktanasana, downward facing dog. We're going to keep a bend in the knees as we haven't opened the hamstrings. Press the chest back towards the thighs. Draw the abdomen in. Lift up underneath the armpits. Inhale. Exhale, walk, step, or jump to the front of your mat. And just allow the upper body to pour over the legs. Gently nodding the head yes and no. Letting go of the shoulders. Fully lengthening the neck. Using the weight of the head as an anchor to draw the body towards the floor. Each time you breathe in, feel your back ribs expand. Each time you breathe out, deepen your forward fold from your hip creases. So chest moves towards the thighs. Inhale, expanding into the upper back, into the rhomboids between the shoulder blades. Exhale, softening, folding. 2 more like this. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Now press into the feet and inhale, come up nice and slowly, really feeling into each part of the movement. And as you exhale, shoulders down your back. Inhale, shoulders up to your ears. And exhale, release. Now placing your hands together, soften your knees. Inhale, open up the arms and look up. Hands in prayer. Exhale to forward fold. Excuse me. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step back, right leg. Exhale, release the right knee to the floor. Press into the 4 corners of your left foot. Inhale, round the spine nice and slowly, chin to chest. Exhale, shoulders down the back. Inhale, lift the arms, lift the heart. Exhale, half Hanuman. So begin to press that left hip back, curls the toes back towards your body. Reach your arms behind you. So a little bit of balance here too. Opening up the hamstrings. Inhale, left foot to the floor, lift the heart, arms in line with the ears. Exhale, half Hanuman, which is your monkey split. Toes back towards the hip. 2 more. One more. So our awareness is beginning to inhabit more and more of the body. And then we'll take your right hand on the floor underneath your shoulder, twisting to the left. So you can slide your left lower arm across the back. Keep the arm close to the body. Look out over your left shoulder here. You might be able to walk your left knee back a little bit, see how that feels. Try not to let that left knee fall out to the side, so stay grounded through the 4 corners of the foot. One more breath in. Exhale, take the left hand to the floor, step back into high plank. From our high plank, release the knees to the floor. Ashtanga Pranam, 8-point pose, the heart between the hands. 8 parts of the body on the floor. Inhale, scoop forward, baby Bhujangasana, tops of the feet on the ground, shoulders away from the ears. Lift the chest and shoulders. Exhale, forehead to the earth. Tuck your toes under, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. As you exhale, come up onto the balls of the feet. So lift the heels high, high heels. Shift the heels over to the left side of the mat. As you do this, bend the knees deeply. So you're sending the hips down towards the floor. And then just reach your right arm up. See how this feels in the body this morning. Take 2 breaths here. Now plant the hand back on the floor, back into downward facing dog. Walk, step or jump forward to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse one dive all the way up, lift the heart. Exhale, hands to heart center. Soften your knees. Feel your feet on the floor. Inhale, open up the arms, look up. Hands in prayer, exhale to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold from your hip crease. Inhale, step back with your left leg, long lunge. Exhale, release your left knee to the floor. Press into the four corners of your right foot. Inhale, round the spine, come up nice and slowly. Feel your core working here. Exhale, shoulders down the back. Inhale, reach your arms up in line with your ears, lift your heart. Exhale, half Hanuman baby split. So send that right hip back, curl the toes back towards your body. Reach your arms to the back of the mat. 3 more like this, moving slowly into your body. Notice what shows up. And now as we bring that right foot to the floor, take your left hand underneath the left shoulder and we begin to twist again. Sliding your right lower arm across the lower back. Hug the arm close to the body here. Look out over your right shoulder. Maybe you can walk your left knee back a little bit. See how that feels. One more breath in here. Inhale. Exhale, plant that right hand onto the mat. Step back, high plank. From our high plank, again, we release the knees, chest and chin to the floor. 8 parts of the body on the earth, the feet, the hands, the chin, the chest. Inhale, scoop forward, baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send your sit bones high. Press your chest back towards your thighs. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Come up high onto the balls of the feet and shift the heels over to the right hand side. Bend the knees deeply. Move into this as deeply as comfortable for your body and then reach that left arm up. Just look up towards your thumb. One more breath in. Exhale, left hand to the floor. Press back, downward facing dog. Walk, step or jump forward to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse one dive all the way up, lift the heart. Exhale, take your hands to heart center and pause. Feel the feet on the floor. Feel the movement of your breath. Soften your knees. Inhale, open up the arms, look up. Exhale, swan dive down, touch the floor. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step back. Right leg, long lunge. So we're arriving in a runner's lunge this time. Left knee is over the ankle, pressing actively out through that right heel. Lift the heart. And then walk your hands onto that left thigh as you make your way up into a high lunge here. So we're still keeping this right leg, the thigh, the quadriceps nice and engaged. You could even press down into the right heel here. And then begin to contain your rib cage if it's opening up. Sink the hips. Inhale, reach your arms up. In high lunge, exhale, warrior 2. So we spin the back foot, reach the arms straight out from the shoulders. Press the floor away from you. Reach through both collarbones and soften the face. Notice where you're placing your weight. So we're looking for 50% of your weight into the back leg, the foot to the earth, 50% into the front. Lengthen both sides of the waist. Right hand down, left hand up, peaceful. Back into warrior two. Inhale, peaceful. Exhale, warrior two. Two more like this, inhale. Exhale. Last time. Now we're going to make our way into extended side angle. You have options this morning. So you can either bring your forearm onto your thigh. Make sure you're not collapsing down though. So keep the rib cage lifted if you're doing this. Or you can take your hand to the earth and reach your arm up. Or you can use a block. So one of the reasons why we're going to keep our blocks here. And you can take your hand onto your block. And again, if it felt okay, reach the arm up or over your ear. Just keep it nice and active. Try not to bring all of the weight into the front leg now. So keep the right leg active, grounding. And now reach that right arm forward, down, up, back into warrior two, and straighten your left leg. Take a pause. We're going to move into the first step of Birds of Paradise this morning, if you choose, or you can just stay with your extended side angle. Once again, we'll bend our left knee. And if you are moving into Birds of Paradise, we take the left arm down towards the floor. And you've got to make sure that the bend in the elbow is lower than the thigh so that you can bring your arm back behind, interlace your hands behind your back. Stack your shoulders. Take a breath or two here. And then from here, release the arm. Make your way back up and straighten the leg. We're going to do it again. And this time we can do it with a little lift if you choose. So you're going to bend your left leg. And if you'd like to just modify, just move back into another extended side angle. So coming into your bind, you can step your right leg in and then begin to lift up, find your balance. Find something to focus on. And there's great ways you can cheat here too. If you place your foot on something, you can do it from standing, and then you could play with lifting. Even a windowsill is really good. Again, of course, it's a balance pose as well. Flexibility, strength. We're going to keep this leg bent today. Take a 1 or 2 breaths wherever you are, and then we'll just release when you're ready. Shake it out. Take both hands to the earth, press back into high plank. So you can take a little pause here if you choose in child's pose, or we make our way down chaturanga, half or full. So you could skip the vinyasa if you needed a break, or we'll stay here forehead to the earth, spread the fingers, press the feet down, press the pubic bone down. Inhale, lift the back ribs, back of the neck, and the head. Exhale, soften down towards the earth. 2 more like this. Last time. Keeping it as smooth and like liquid as possible. Now when the forehead is on the earth, we're going to bend your left leg, roll over to the right side. This is our double roll. So from here, then we roll back over onto the left side and take both hands, so the hands are pointing towards each other and the forehead comes to the floor. Just for a moment, soften. A little bit of a hip stretch here. And then we roll back 1. So you're going to make your way back. Right leg is extended. We are at an angle and we're going to come into a twist from here. So you can take that left leg over the other side, Wrap your right arm around your left leg. Take your left arm close to the body. Inhale, lengthen from the base of the spine. Exhale, turn abdomen, rib cage, chest, shoulders, and head to the left. Breathing into wherever you feel the most sensation. Breathing into any holding, any tightness, any numbness. Take a breath in, lengthen. Exhale, unwind. So you have a choice now. We're coming up into a side plank variation. You can keep that left leg where it is, and you could just come up here, extend that right leg out, and it might give you a little bit more support. Or you could take that left leg behind, come up onto the ball of the foot, and reach up. So you choose left arm up, look up towards your thumb or down towards your right wrist. You've got that option to lift that leg if it feels okay. We're going to place it back down, make our way back into downward facing dog. Send the sit bones high, chest back towards your thighs. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale, bend the knees, look towards the front of the mat. As you exhale, walk, step, or jump forward to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up, lift the heart. Exhale, take your hands to heart center and pause. Other side. Inhale, soften the knees, reach your arms up. Exhale, swan dive down, touch the floor. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold from your hip crease. Inhale, step your left leg back, runner's lunge. So we keep this left knee off the floor. Right knee is over the ankle. Press actively through that left heel. Sink the hips, open the heart. Now you can place your hands onto that right thigh. If it feels okay, make your way up into a high lunge. Now we're going to actively press down into the left heel to really begin to charge up that left leg. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. Reach your arms straight out from the shoulders. Press the floor away from you. Turn your gaze to look out over your right wrist. Lift up through the arches of your feet, so supercharge the legs. Inhale, peaceful. Exhale, Virabhadrasana 2. Inhale, peaceful. Exhale, 2. 2 more like this. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, open up the intercostal muscles. Exhale, extended side angle. So your option again, either forearm onto your thigh, again, lifting both sides of your waist, or you can take your hand to the floor or onto a block. Supercharge that left leg, and then either reach your arm up or over your ear. So whatever feels best for your body here. See if you can plug the head of the right thigh bone back into the hip socket and notice how much stability you get from that. We're going to circle your right arm down towards the floor, come all the way back up and straighten the leg and take a break. Relax, soften. We're going to make our way back into our extended side angle. So bend your right knee, charge up the left leg. Now either take whatever option. So hand on the block, forearm on the thigh, or we bind. We can take our right arm down, make sure the elbow is lower than the thigh, reach your left arm behind you, interlace. Stack your shoulders. Keep shifting the weight back into the left foot. Open the heart. And now release nice and slowly and relax, let go of something here. Lastly, we play with the first stage of Birds of Paradise, if you choose, or come back into your extended side angle. Again, we bind, right arm underneath. And then once you bind and you take that connection with the hand, step your left foot forward a little bit. And you can begin to straighten if you can. Find something to gaze at, a drishti. One more breath in. Exhale, let it go, shake it out. And we'll meet in downward facing dog. And again, if you feel you need a rest, just come into child's pose. Send the chest back towards the thighs. Ripple forward into high plank. Lower down, chaturanga. This time we'll take our fingers off the mat. TP fingers, elbows high. Rest the forehead to the earth. Press down into the feet, pubic bone. Draw the abdomen in so legs are supercharged. 3 waving cobras. Inhale, lift the back ribs, back of the neck. And then exhale, soften. 2 more like this. Inhale, lift the ribs, neck and head. Exhale, pour the body down. Last time. Take your hands underneath your shoulders. Bend your right leg, roll. 2 rolls. So keep the right leg close to the body so we don't have to roll too far away from the mat. And then we're going to roll again. So right leg bends and we fold over. It's a little bit like a pigeon variation. Just beginning to feel into the right hip here. Shoulders away from the ears. Bow the head to the earth. Inhale, begin to press into your hands to lift yourself up. We come halfway. So we're ready for our seated twist. Take your right foot over to the left side. Press actively down. Keep your left leg nice and active here. We'll hug your left leg in towards your body. Take your right arm behind you, just behind the tailbone. Take a breath in as you lengthen. Exhale, turn your abdomen, rib cage, chest, shoulders and head to the right. Noticing, where do you feel the twist working the most in the body? Breathing into any tightness, any holding. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, unwind. Again, you have that same choice to keep your foot where it is for an easier side plank variation. So you could just turn the ankle, press down into the left hand. You could use that right leg as support or take it back behind. You can gaze up towards your thumb or down towards the mat. You have the choice to lift the leg here too. And then make your way back into downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Bend your knees, look at the space between your hands, walk, step, or jump to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse one leg all the way up, lift the heart. Exhale, take your hands to heart center. And we'll pause here for a moment. Feel your feet on the floor. Feel the movement of your breath. your heartbeat. So we're going to make our way into a balance. We'll start this side with eagle. We're also going to be using a block, or if you like, you can use 2 blocks. I'll show you how. So when we're coming into eagle, we'll balance on our left leg and wrap your right leg around it, squeezing the thighs together, either single or double. If you need a little bit of support, take the block on the outside of the left leg. And as you sit into this and cross the thighs, you could place your left foot on it. Try and stack your shoulders over your wrists. The other block will be between our hands. So that's if you want to use a block for the floor for some extra support. Sure, why not? So wrap your right thigh over, make sure the knees feel okay. So you're trying to stack your shoulders over your hips here. Draw the abdomen in, both hands to either side of the blocks, take it straight out from the shoulders. So you're squeezing the thighs together. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, take them back out in front of the heart. Inhale, reach the fingers away from you. So you're moving the head of the arm bones away from you. Exhale, plug them back in. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, lower, heart level. Inhale, reach the fingers away. Exhale, hug them back in. Inhale, reach up. This time we'll stay here. Lift the heart. Squeeze the thighs together. One more breath in. And then exhale, fold over the legs. So you can keep the wrap for a moment. Maybe you can use your blocks or your hands as you unwind the right leg, making your way into a standing split. So you begin to pour the body over the left leg. Right hand could come onto a block here. Left hand behind the left thigh. One more breath in, exhale, step back, runner's lunge. Both hands to the earth, press back into high plank. Your choice to lower. Tops of the feet on the ground, inhale, baby cobra. Lift the heart. Exhale, forehead to the earth. Tuck your toes under, downward facing dog. Send the hip bones high. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale, extend your left leg behind you, 3-legged dog. Exhale, take your knee into your chest, move forward into a high plank. Inhale, extend it behind. Exhale, take the knee to the outer left elbow. Inhale, extend to the outer right elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, take this left leg into pigeon pose. So the knee moves towards the left wrist. We begin to walk your right leg back behind you. Sink the hips. We'll stay up in a high pigeon. Shoulders away from the ears. Be turning the head a little from side to side. When you feel ready, we begin to lengthen the spine and pour the body over. And we'll take a little pause here on your forearms or forehead to the earth. If you're not feeling too much going on in the left glute muscles and the left thigh, begin to draw the left sit bone back towards the back of the mat. Shoulders away from the ears. Breathing into the sensations you're generating here this morning. So we're moving into a waving cobra or waving pigeon, which is like our waving cobra. Take your hands underneath your shoulders, bow the head to the earth. So elbows can be nice and wide. And then as you inhale, so lift the back ribs first, let the head be heavy, come all the way up, inhale. And as you exhale, pour the body back down. 2 more like this, inhale. Maybe come up onto your finger pads as you get to the top, exhale, pour the body down. Inviting as much softness as you can into the body, inhale, lift up. Exhale, pour the body down. Tuck the toes of the right foot under, lift the right knee off the floor. And then make your way back into your three-legged dog. Inhale, exhale, fallen triangle, left foot out to the right-hand side. Reach your right arm up. Take your right hand down. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, step that left foot between your hands. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, step your right foot forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse one life all the way up, lift the heart. Exhale, take your hands to heart center and pause. Feel your feet on the floor. Feel the movement of your breath, your heartbeat. Now we'll do the same to the other side. So we're making our way into our eagle. Again, as we're focusing on the shoulders, you might like to just take that extra little bit of help with your balance. Take the block to the outside of the right foot. Cross the legs at the thighs and sit into it. So you can squeeze the thighs together, lift the pelvic floor, draw the abdomen in. We'll take our arms straight out from the shoulders on your block. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, take them back out from the shoulders. Inhale, reach the fingers away from the body. Exhale, draw the head of the arm bones back into the arm sockets. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, heart level. Inhale, reach fingers away. Exhale, hug back in. Last time, hold it up, we pause, sink the hips, open the heart. And then fold from your hip crease, we take the left or the block to the floor. Unwind your left leg, begin to extend it up. Right hand behind the right calf here. Draw the chest down towards the floor. And then step that left foot back. Make your way back into high plank. Your choice to lower either knees to the floor, full chaturanga, cobra, or upward facing dog. So whatever you choose. And we'll meet in downward facing dog. Sending the sit bones high, chest back towards the thighs. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale, extend your right leg high. Exhale, take your knee into your chest, lift the back ribs, move forward into plank. Inhale, extend it high, lead with the heel. Exhale, take knee to the outer right elbow. Inhale, extend it high to the outer left elbow. Inhale, extend it high. Exhale, pigeon pose. So right knee towards the right wrist. Walk your left leg back. Sink the hips, open the heart. Again, turning from side to side, letting go of any holding in the neck here. And then begin to pour the body over, either into resting or sleeping pigeon, resting on the forearms, sleeping forehead to the earth. Once you settle here, again, notice, are you feeling any sensation in the right hip, right glute muscles and thigh? Again, if not, begin to draw your right sit bone towards the back of the mat. Left hip bone down towards the mat, moving a little bit towards the front of the mat. Even if you feel a little bit of sensation here, this will deepen it
by drawing that right sit bone back, left hip bone forward and down. You bring your hands to the floor underneath your shoulders. We're going to come up in 3 waving pigeons. So release the head towards the floor, lift the back ribs first, inhale. And as you come up, you might like to come up onto your finger pads as you reach all the way up. And then exhale, pour the body back down. Chest, neck, and head. Inhale, reaching up, waving up. Exhale, pouring down. One more like this. And I took the toes of the left foot under, lift that left knee off the floor, and then reach back into your 3-legged dog. Extend that right leg behind. Reach it nice and high, and then come into your fallen triangle. One breath. Come onto the outer edge of the right foot, inner edge of the left foot. Reach that left arm up. Back into 3-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale, step the right foot nice and wide on the mat, on the outer part of your right hand, and the same to the other side. Making our way into Malasana or Yogi Squat. Now you have your blocks if you feel like sitting on a block now or 2. That's an option as we take our elbows on the inside of the legs. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. And then release the sit bones to the earth. And bring your knees into your chest and just begin to round the spine as you roll back onto your mat. Once you're here, we'll bring the feet flat on the floor, coming into moving bridge, Satubandasana. So reach your fingers towards the edge of the mat, shoulders away from the ears. Press down into the feet and lift the toes. So supercharge the feet as you press into the 4 corners of the feet. Lift the toes. You may feel the arches of the feet beginning to engage here. Keep the feet engaged and release the toes to the floor. Press down to lift up. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, arms overhead. Inhale here, lift the hips a little higher if you can. Exhale, release just the hips. Inhale, reach through the fingers. Exhale, release the arms. 3 more times like this. Inhale, press down to lift the hips up. Exhale, arms overhead. Inhale, lift the hips a little higher. Exhale, release just the hips. Inhale, reach through the fingers. Exhale, release the arms. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, arms overhead. Inhale, lift the hips a little higher. Exhale, release the hips. Inhale, reach through the fingers. Exhale, release the arms. Last time, we're going to hold it this time. So press down into your feet to lift up. Maybe walk your shoulders under your ears if that feels under your shoulders, under your back. Take hold of your hands, interlace them. So you can create a little lever here, but only if this feels comfortable. So begin to press the arms down and lift the hips a little higher. Engage the glute muscles. Try not to let the knees fall out. So you engage the inner thighs here. Breathe into whatever you're feeling. And now we'll release our arms. Reach them overhead. Inhale. Exhale, lift the hips a little higher. And release the hips to the floor. Release the arms to the floor. Take your knees into your chest. Just gently rock a little side to side. You can also begin to rock back and forward so we can massage out the back of the body And play with a little balance. Hold on to your toes, cross your ankles. And as you come up, balance for a couple of seconds, lift the heart, roll back, and balance. Roll back. Just a couple more. And then roll back again all the way. Coming into our twisted root as our lying twist. So take your right thigh over your left. Bring your arms out into a nice wide cactus. Bring your left foot to the floor. Lift the hips, scoot them 2 inches to the right. Let the legs just fall to the left-hand side. Lift the head up, turn the gaze to the right, place it back down. Inhale, slowly legs back to the center. Scoot the hips back in for a moment, pause. Keep your legs crossed. And then we'll bring your knees into your chest. Keep them crossed. You're going to hold on to your ankles and draw the heels down towards opposite buttocks. So it's like we're coming into Gomukhasana, head of the cow, legs here. So you're stacking your knees as much as you can. You're working on an internal hip stretch here. Make sure not to add too much tension to the shoulders here. Keep dropping the shoulders back towards the floor. And then we'll uncross the legs and wrap them over the other way, left on top of right, into a nice wide cactus. So the upper arms are on the floor. And then press down into the foot to lift the hips, scoot them 2 inches to the left. Let the knees both fall to the right-hand side this time. Lift the head, turn the gaze to the left, and settle. Just breathing into the sensations that you're generating here. Inviting in softness and ease. And slowly, mindfully, bring the legs back, scoot the hips back into the midline, bring the head back to the center, and then bring the knees into the chest, legs crossed again. Hold on to your ankles or your feet and begin to draw the heels towards opposite buttocks. Shoulders drop back down towards the floor. And then make sure the chin is not lifted up so you can lengthen the back of your neck, soften the jaw. Taking one more breath in here, inhale, and exhale, release the feet, unwrap the legs, scoot the hips back in if they're a little off center, and bring the knees into your chest. We'll just wrap our arms around our legs. Keep your head on the floor for a moment. Just squeeze the thighs into your chest. And at the same time, you're hugging the knees in. See if you can bring your sacrum, that flat bone, on your lower back on the floor. So it might lift here. So draw it back towards the floor. Notice where you feel the stretch, the opening. Shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, exhale, chin to chest. Squeeze everything and release. Making your way into your final shape, Shavasana. Just grabbing what you need. So arriving into whatever is your most comfortable relaxation shape. So you could be on your back in a more traditional Shavasana, or lying on your side, your belly, or seated. So it's an important part of your practice to arrive into stillness and let the yoga begin to work its magic through the body. Just allowing gravity to work through you. Just inviting in that quality of softness. Softening your edges. Softening your breath. Just feeling the body merging with the earth beneath. Not resisting, not holding. Completely letting go. Feeling the body less contracted, less dense, more spacious, more open, more free.
Now begin to invite a deeper breath into your body. And take a stretch whatever way feels right for your body right now. Maybe a yawn or a sigh if that feels right. And we'll make our way slowly onto the right side for this morning's reading. Starts with a quote: "Relationships are only as alive as the people engaging in them." We receive from every experience in proportion to what we give. In other words, the richness of our lives is necessarily dependent on the depth of our commitment. Reserved involvement guarantees only limited rewards, while wholehearted efforts promise full-scale returns. In all aspects of our lives, we'll find this to be true. Our relationships gift us justly. These experiences with others are woven together, and their beauty is equal to the beauty we bring to another's company. However, if we bring only criticism and bleak hopelessness to our relationship, we'll find despair rather than joy. Every relationship is the sum and the substance of the partners involved. No relationship is more fruitful than the efforts of those doing the pruning. This is finishing with an affirmation. How much do I give to the relationships I deem meaningful? They bless me in just proportion to what I give. Today, give me a chance to make a greater contribution. So when you're ready, slowly, mindfully, just bring yourself to a nice, comfortable seat. We'll take our hands together at the heart center. Take a breath in as we lengthen. And as we exhale, we bow head to heart. Bow to that greater wisdom that is within us. Namaste. And thank you so much